Have you ever had a miserable day on a commercial airline trying to get to someplace you needed to be? I went to Sacramento to be on what, let's say it was a 10 o'clock flight, and I got there always about 2 hours early because I have this, I always think of my life in terms of margins of error, so I was prepared for that. So I got there and I went into the restaurant and they were so backed up that I couldn't get anything to eat. So then I went to a Jack's, ordered a salad, but by the time I got to the gate there was only about 5 or 6 minutes left, so I didn't want to open it before I got on the plane. But I wound up sitting there for an hour, hour and a half maybe, because the plane was late. So that made it miserable. When we finally took off and flew from Sacramento to Orange County, we encountered this problem where there was a disabled aircraft on the runway. So we circled for a while. It was going to take them longer than that, what they presumed to be a while. The plane started to run out of gas, so we had to fly over to Ontario just to get fuel. We had to sit there for maybe 20-25 minutes and then we flew back. And because we were so out of sequence with what the normal plan was, we had to sit on the ground for another half an hour waiting for a gate. So if that rings true to you, get your own airplane. If you feel like you have the potential of running into that problem, get your own airplane. The seats are more comfortable. You don't go through TSA. It takes off when you want, how you want, where you want. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you being grumpy when you get there, because I was in a bad mood by the time I arrived, and I recognize that I'm responsible for how I feel or how I let things get to me that are not pleasant experiences. And I'm not complaining about the airlines, because if they're having a problem, I would prefer they'd fix the airplane before they took off with me in it. And I'm sure you would feel the same way. So it's not a dig on the airplanes, it's just on the airlines. You just know from experience that things can go wrong, and they will go wrong. With your own airplane, it'll take off when you want, or you fire the pilot. There's always a place for you to land. In general, you can fly up close enough. You walk down the steps, you go in at an FBO, you go into and you're greeted by professionals who are glad to have you there. You don't have to wait for your baggage, they bring it out for you. So try buying your own airplane. You'll enjoy it. And I guarantee you won't have to pay tax to the state of California.